the 5 oldest car models in history still in production. Here are 5 car models that are still produced today. Some cars burst onto the world stage with much fanfare, only to flop on the showroom floor and be consigned to the automotive history books as a single-generation curiosity. Others enjoy an average lifespan, morphing through several generations before quietly fading away. And then there are these models, those that have evolved and endured over decades of production, moving from generation to generation to become automotive icons. Here then are the 5 longest continuously running nameplates still in production. Number 5. The Chevrolet Corvette. Dubbed America's sports car, Chevy Corvette made its debut in 1953 as a convertible model only, enjoying sales success from the moment it hit the showrooms. A coupe body style, dubbed Stingray, joined the Corvette lineup with the second generation in 1963 and has been part of the range through successive generations. Now in its 8th generation, the Corvette broke new ground in 2020, ditching the front engine layout of the previous 7 generations for a mid-engine setup that has divided opinion amongst die-hard Vette fans. And in good news for Aussie fans of the nameplate, it will land there in late 2021 in factory right-hand drive spec, the first time ever for the iconic model. Fun fact, a 1977 mid-engine Corvette concept called Aerovette came close to production. Featuring a 5.7-liter V8, the mid-engine Vette was approved for production in 1980. But when several of its main supporters all retired from GM management, the newly appointed Corvette chief designer David R. McClellan canceled the project. Number 4. Toyota Land Cruiser. You can thank the threat of communism in the 1950s for the Toyota Land Cruiser's existence. With the Korean War in full swing, U.S. forces then still stationed in post-World War II Japan needed a military utility vehicle for its offensive on the Korean peninsula. Toyota was commissioned to supply the vehicle, which utilized its own B-type 3.4-liter inline 6-cylinder, married to a body heavily influenced by the Willys Jeep. That first-gen Toyota Jeep BJ proved a rugged and capable utility, although soon found trouble with Willys' legal team, which claimed Toyota was infringing on its trademark. A quick name change later, and the legend of the Toyota Land Cruiser was born. Now in its 8th generation, the Land Cruiser has defined an entire segment, providing the template for what it means to be a tough and capable off-roader. Fun fact, the Land Cruiser name was coined by Toyota technical director Haji Umehara, who himself was inspired by another tough-as-nail off-road vehicle. In England, we had another competitor, Land Rover. I had to come up with a name for our car that would not sound less dignified than those of our competitors. That is why I decided to call it Land Cruiser. Before moving on to the next video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my Daily Driver channel for new updates. Number 3. Volkswagen Transporter. When Dutchman Ben Pon sketched the original idea for a light commercial vehicle in 1947, little could he have known that his concept would go on to become the largest selling van in history, through 70 years and 6 successive generations. Pon's design was quite radical for the time, placing the driver at the front of the vehicle and the engine at the rear. Not entirely unexpected, as the Transporter was built on the existing Beetle platform, although VW engineers had to replace the donor car's floor pan with a stronger ladder frame chassis to help it cope with its 750-kilogram payload. Volkswagen hadn't anticipated the success of its original Transporter, and by 1964 had racked up 1 million sales. Now in its 6th generation, the VW Transporter has accumulated over 13 million sales in its 70-year lifespan, easily making it the best-selling van in history. Fun fact, fueled by the success of the Transporter and the Beetle, in the 1960s, Volkswagen had a private fleet of 80 cargo ships transporting its cars across the world. It was believed to be the largest private merchant navy in the world. Number 2. Ford F-Series. Ford's move away from car-based utility vehicles in the late 1940s gave rise to an icon, the F-Series truck. Initially known as Ford Bonus Built, the F1 half-ton, F2 3/4 ton, and F3 1-ton. The Blue Oval's foray into the truck segment redefined a segment. Until the arrival of the Bonus Built, utility vehicles tended to be either car-based or scaled-down versions of larger trucks made by truck companies such as Mack. But that all changed with the arrival of the Ford Bonus Built, the first pickup utility vehicle with a chassis and frame designed specifically for light truck use. Having pioneered the segment and having spawned a horde of imitations, the Ford F-Series would go on to become the biggest selling vehicle in the US, year after year after year. By the time the second generation rolled off the production line in 1952, the naming convention had changed to the now familiar F100, F250, and F350. It's a nomenclature that has remained with Ford's full-size pickup range through 13 generations, soon to become 14 with the 2021 F-Series range due to go on sale any day now. With annual sales exceeding 1 million units in North America, the F-Series dominates the auto landscape as well as the Blue Oval's financial spreadsheets. Revenue generated by the F-Series exceeds $41 billion annually. Astonishing. Fun fact, such is Ford's stranglehold on the F-150 nameplate, when Ferrari dubbed its 2011 Formula One car the Ferrari F-150, the Blue Oval's lawyers soon got in touch with Maranello. The hastily renamed Ferrari 150 Degree Italia scored only one Grand Prix win. Number 1. Chevy Suburban. It's another American model that tops the list of longest continuously running nameplates. The Chevy Suburban started life in 1935 as a two-door station wagon built on GM's half-ton truck frame, capable of carrying a decent load or up to 8 occupants, a formula that has remained in place through 12 consecutive generations. Interestingly, Chevy did not trademark the name Suburban, which meant plenty of other car companies used the name on a variety of vehicles. It wasn't until 1988, 10 years after the Plymouth Suburban station wagon was discontinued, and 53 years after the original Chevy Suburban first launched, that General Motors finally had the badge all to itself. Despite its massive dimensions and people-lugging ability, the Suburban remained strictly a two-door wagon until well into its life cycle, only sprouting 4 doors with the 7th generation released in 1973. Today, the Chevy Suburban is one of the largest passenger vehicles in the world and can carry up to 9 occupants. And in true cross-platform sharing, the Chevy Suburban forms the basis of the GMC Yukon XL and upmarket Cadillac Escalade. Fun fact, star power. The Chevy Suburban has its own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, thanks to its appearance in 1,750 movies and TV shows since 1952. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon to get more interesting video notifications.